Right, guys, give it up one more time for Dan Thayer. James, hold up 1 second. Don't leave it. 1 second. All right, I'll be in 1 second. All right, guys, don't mind that. I just want them to leave, okay? That's my business, not your business.
Okay.
But we're gonna keep the energy going, right?
Yeah!
Clap it up. Coming to the stage right now, Ashley Gavin.
My first time performing stand-up in a coach. I was worried you guys wouldn't be able to tell that I'm gay. But then I remembered, nope, this coat is also a men's coat. It's not just my sweater. I have 2 men's products on right now. Actually 3. I am a lesbian. God, the guy who I wanted to do this part of my set with left the fucking room. I'm always paranoid about who leaves the room when I'm doing my set, because I'm always thinking about when I leave the room when someone else is doing their set. Nope, that's just mean. Okay, all right. Let's just do jokes. I am a lesbian. I'm on OkCupid. A lot of men message me on OkCupid. Like the other day, I got a message from a dude. He was like, "Well, you won't be a lesbian when I'm done with you." It's from New York. I don't know why I make him sound like Yosemite Sam, you know? You rootin' tootin' lesbian? You Jeep driving, pussy diving, nail clipping, clit sipping, biggest dyke east of San Francisco. I'm gonna suck. The energy that I dedicated to that, and that's A-game shit up top for your enjoyment to loosen you guys up. It rhymes. Fuck you. Fuck you. And not in a corny way. And an accent. Come on, guys. An impression, rhyme. Come on. I was touring. I went through West Virginia, which was really cool. When I was in West Virginia, I met a coal miner. A real coal miner. I don't think you understand. I'm born and raised in New York City. I'm like, coal miner, don't robots do your job yet? Oh my God, you're real? I'm Manhattan born and raised. Like, I see he's just covered head to toe in soot. You know what I mean? So in my mind, in my little theater kid musical mind, there's no way this guy is not a Broadway musical character. You know what I mean? I'm like, what are you, a chimney sweep? You an orphan from Oliver Twist? Like, there's no way he doesn't have a British Cockney accent. Do you understand? I'm committing. I'm committing to this. Like, I just half expected him to be like, chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim trim. Like, it just looked like that's what he should have been saying. Anyway, oh my God, he was filthy. And I started realizing, like, I'm gay, I'm a minority, so I understand. I've thought about minorities, sexism, racism, homophobia my whole life. And I completely forgot about regular blue-collar white people. Like, I totally... Because I started being ignorant towards him. You know what I mean? He was filthy. Like, his face was covered. I was like 2 seconds from drawing a dick in his face. That's how fucking filthy. Like, I'm reaching out my hand, I'm invading his space, and I just hear my mom's voice being like, Ashley, don't touch that black woman's hair. Stop. What else did I want to do with this? Oh yeah, so we got to talking, and he was like, I was like, you're the first coal miner I've ever met. And he was like, I'm the first coal miner you've ever... Well, me covered head to toe, my face all black, you must have thought I was one of them. No, stop, no. Real racism is worse. I am not that bad. You are much worse. I don't know. It was like a cultural exchange, though. It was cool. We were almost yelling at each other like we didn't speak the language. I was like, hello, sir! And he was like, I watch Ellen! I went to a dairy... God, I wasted so much fucking time in that set. That was unbelievable how much time I wasted. I went to a Dairy Queen. The Dairy Queen, because there's not much food on the road, the Dairy Queen, the drive-through pickup was on the passenger side at the Dairy Queen. It was on the wrong side. You had to drive on the wrong side of the road to get your food. Is this Dairy Queen a remnant of British colonial America? What's going on? Is the manager a King George loyalist? You go in, she's like, I am the Dairy Queen! Sired by King of Burger, we reside at White Castle. Welcome to our food court. God, there are a lot of, like, there's... anyway, so there are a lot of, like, fast foods that are, like, royal themed. Have you guys ever noticed that? They're, like, even the food itself, like a Royale with cheese or whatever. Do you think that's why Southerners are so into rebellion and anti-big government? Like, do you think they're eating so much fast food they think they live under a food monarchy?
Alright, we're going to keep this rolling right along. I have bad news and good news. The bad news is...
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. A bunch of people. That was pretty rough. Definitely not my best. I don't know. I just started out rough and I knew it wasn't going to be good. I'm going to try it again at the next room. Hopefully there'll be more people. Hopefully there'll be more... sorry, Molly. Hopefully there'll be more people. If you're watching for the first time, I tour colleges nationally. I was on TV a couple months ago. I made my TV debut. Thank you guys. These are awesome. These are awesome comments. This is all new shit that I'm trying to make perfect, and it did not go the way I wanted it to go, but I'm going to keep working on it. I'm going to keep trying it. Yeah, I did Burger King. So, yeah. Hey, Amsterdam. That's pretty cool. And now I take questions and comments from you guys. Thank you, Justin. That's awesome. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys liked it. It's so cool, like, because that room only maybe had 10 people in it. So with 10 people, it's such a small sample size, it's sometimes hard to know how you do. But then I come out here and I see like 80 people are on Periscope, and that's sick. Like, that's so cool. It really makes me happy. Yeah, and of course, sometimes the crowd is weird. I don't know Joseph Fritzl. Okay, hey, Supremacy, that's cool. Where are you doing your comedy? You'll help out. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, so now I take questions and comments from you guys. Comments about what it's like to be a comedian, what it's like to do the road, what it's like to my first TV set, whatever you want to ask about, or that particular. I haven't read enough about the Amy Schumer stuff yet. It's on my to-do list for the weekend. I need to read up on that. But I love Amy Schumer, so it would be really sad if she did in fact steal the jokes. But the other thing is, a lot of people do joke stealing, and a lot of topics are covered by hundreds of comedians. Like, there are just certain things that I'm sure someone else has done something about Burger King or Dairy Queen. You know what I mean? Right, it could be from a different or a new angle. So I have to go and read and actually see what I think of the Amy Schumer stuff. So I'm going to go and read about that, and I'll let you know my opinion, but I'm not going to know until this weekend. I'm taking a flight to Florida. I've got a show in Florida. If you guys do follow me, tomorrow I have a show in Florida. I'm doing 1 hour. You'll see me do a full hour. So if you want to know what my hour-long set is like, you can see it. I'm going to Pensacola. I'm going to Western Florida University. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Where do I perform in New York? Sorry, Carrie. I perform a lot at the Stand Up New York and Gotham Comedy Club. Those are like my big three. Have I thought about putting Periscope comments into your set? No, but every now and then I'll get a really good line from a Periscoper. I think I've only ever used one, but it did work. It was a great line, so. If something really weird happened to me on Periscope, I would, of course, put it in my set. Just like the OkCupid thing that I mentioned earlier. And guys, Steal Like an Artist is the book. Yeah, actually, Ruby, I totally agree with that. There's another great quote, I think it's Pablo Picasso, who said, if you're not willing to imitate, you're not going to create anything. Pablo Picasso spent the first couple years of his career basically just copying the style of other artists before he had his breakthrough, honing his craft, just getting really good at all these different styles before he found his own style, and that's totally fine. Like, you can then mix those styles up or have a new take on those styles, but until you've honed your craft and you understand how other artists got to be good and excellent and famous at what they do, how are you going to do that for yourself? There was a question about doing an open mic for the first time. just do it. You're gonna suck. But make sure you write stuff down. Make sure that you write down your jokes. Try and write them as verbatim as possible. It's really important, especially when you're first starting out, because something that a lot of people don't realize is the amount of punchlines you get really matters. And when you get on stage and you're not following a script, you will just ramble and you won't have that many punchlines. So write your jokes down, and even if you finish early, that's okay. And be okay with how you do. Don't worry if you do really bad. So do you know who was the first carpenter? What? I missed it. Yeah, so just get out there and do it. Try out a few pretty funny political jokes. Don't go too much. Enter midway, and it will come to you. Yeah, topical stuff is good, but I think for me, another thing, if you're just trying comedy for the first time, write down things that make you angry. Write down things that make you sad. Write down things that make you confused or wonder. Yeah, well, when you write that stuff down, it comes from a place of honesty when it's emotionally true. Writing about things that aren't really true to who you are, to your core, emotionally true to you, are going to come across as fake. And they're going to come across as corny, they're going to come across as hacky, even if they're not, because the audience can smell that on you. So yeah, write about what you're passionate about. How did you find your own voice? Yeah, I think that's a really, a great comedian, Pete Holmes, said that you don't find your voice until you're 4 years in. I don't necessarily fully agree with that. I don't think it's true for everybody. But finding your voice, you have to do it through writing. Because you're going to write jokes, and the jokes that you really love, those are the ones that are from your voice. And the ones that work, I think you just have to do it. And Ruby's right, like a bad gig, we all had them. I think what I just did was a bad gig. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't that bad, but like that's going to stick with me for a few days. Like, I'm not happy with that. My style is social commentary. I really like social commentary. Yeah, it does help you grow, for sure. Having a bad night, it's just part of life, and you just have to get used to it. Every comedian, even professional comedians still have bad nights, I saw Janine Garofalo, and she sucked. But, she was just working on her shit. You guys, I'm going to go back downstairs and watch my friend Molly, but I'm going to invite you guys to watch her.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm not looking for a boyfriend. Because I already have one, it's you! Okay, guys, I'm gonna try some weird stuff right now, so if it gets too weird, let me know. Okay, so the expression, don't shit where you eat? Yeah, okay. So, when I was in college, I fooled around with this guy. A year later, we had to work on student government together. And I was so rough. Once a week for 2 hours, I called my mom, but I'm like, Mom, this is the worst. This guy I slept with, now I have to hang out with him every week. My mom was like, well, don't shit where you eat, Molly. And I was like, that doesn't really apply to this situation, though, because I slept with him before we were on student government together. That's I took a shit one time in a gross gas station bathroom, and then a year later, you drag me back there, and are like, now you sit here for 2 hours every week and think about what you did. It's not funny, I'll work on it. But weird concept, right? I know. What else do I want to talk about? Do you guys have siblings?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I know, the worst, right? My sister and
I know this joke that she's about to do. I just wanted to see the new one. So if you guys are watching for the first time, please take it. If you thought any of that was funny, recognize that this is an open mic. It's all new shit. It's all shit that I'm trying to work on. It's not perfect. If you guys want to see some perfect stuff, go to my bio, check out my YouTube, check out my website. You can see the TV appearance that I did, and you can follow, and please follow me, because these jokes that I'm doing right now are going to get better. Sorry. They're going to get better and better and better. Oh, thank you, Fort Myers. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, I know, Ian, she's right. It's a great premise, and it's going to be funny. I will tell her that. That's awesome. I'm glad that you see the value in this. That makes me really happy. Yeah, cool. So if you want to see polished stuff, check out my bio. Please follow me, and you guys were awesome. Really good questions, really thoughtful responses to one another. That's so cool. Yeah. You guys are great. Thank you for the hearts. I heart you back. And I am going to be periscoping again at around 8:30 and then again at around 10:30. So you can follow me and check to see if the joke gets better from where it was today. Okay, I'm being really inarticulate. All right. Bye, guys.